Hey, what's up, Slider? I heard from a few guys in the back that you said you wanted to see me. What exactly did you want? Well, Max, I have huge news regarding that UCW Television Championship you hold so proudly around your waist. And I figured I would let you know in person, make this a more formal matter, but I have to inform you that you have been stripped of the UCW Television Champion. What? What do you mean I've been stripped of the title? Calm down, Max. I'm trying to do this in a civilized manner. If you'll hear me out. No, you can't strip me of my UCW Television Championship. Okay, you know what, Max? That championship is no longer active. I was trying to be a nice guy. I was gonna give you a spot in the Hardcore Championship Fatal 4-Way at Overboard. But you know what? Since you want to be uncivilized, I'll show you how uncivilized I can be. If you want a spot in the Hardcore match with Ryan Mitchell, you're gonna go one-on-one with Eliminator 17 tonight. What's up, YouTube? This is Matt, and I'm back to another episode of WWE 13 Universe Mode. Real quick, I just want to let you guys know that there won't be any game audio for the very first two matches of this episode because, you know, Elgato, had a little more technical issues in this one. But the good thing is, and actually, you would think, right when I say this, you're going to be like, how was that a good thing? But I'm going to tell you why. So, while I was in the middle of this recording, my PlayStation 3 froze. And now you're probably thinking, how the hell can that be a good thing? Well, it forced me to break up the recording into two parts, meaning that I did not get to record this full episode. So there won't be any entrances for this match and the match that follows this, just because the audio is like way off sync, and there might be some like game freezes, or not game freezes, but like the gameplay might freeze in the background, so I just want to let you guys know that ahead of time. But the good thing with my PlayStation 3 freezing was that this episode and the next episode should be all good. There shouldn't be any like lag issues or, you know, the recording glitches and all that good stuff. So actually my PlayStation 3 helped the recording, so that's good. But that's actually surprising, but that's a really good thing. Anyway, so as we can see now, Edge, there's a DDT off the top rope onto Mr. Amazing Xander James. And we know that this match, oh my god, Xander pulling off a Kimura lock, but quickly Edge was able to get the rope break. Xander pulling off that maneuver too close to the ropes. But anyway, as we know, this match, if Edge defeats Xander James, he will become the #1 contender for the UCW Heavyweight Championship at, I'm not sure exactly when, probably at Vengeance. But we could see UCW Heavyweight Champion Therme defending his title against Edge. So this would be big momentum builder, obviously, for Edge. But imagine if Xander can defeat Edge here. He robs Edge of the opportunity to possibly take the title for the WWE, as we see Xander there with a nice mule kick to the face. But anyway, we know Xander here is trying to defend his company, and definitely maybe has a little bit of revenge on his mind. As we know, at the pay-per-view, Edge speared Xander James in the middle of, well, near the end of that the match against Tensai, where it looked like Xander was about to win by a countout, and then Edge out of nowhere rolled into the ring and speared Xander James, causing the match to end in a disqualification. I mean, Xander would have won the match anyways by countout, but I'm sure the win isn't what bothers Xander, but Edge just there at the very end, sort of stealing the spotlight from Xander. Xander was about to get a big victory over the WWE, and Edge quickly shut that down with that spear and quickly shifting the momentum back in favor of the WWE, which is now leading us to this match. This impromptu match scheduled, well, not impromptu, but this match scheduled by the legendary Sledder, who has returned last week. And I don't know, is another topic that I want to touch on is the possibility that Jam is with the Savior Jam. Is he possibly working for Sledder? Who knows? Because we know, well, you don't know, but in UCW they've worked together in the past. So you have to wonder, is Jam here on behalf of Sledder? Is Jam just acting for on his own behalf? Or maybe is Sledder causing him to do this? But there's a nice tornado DDT out of the corner. And now Edge is a kick to the gut of Xander, goes off the ropes, and a big boot to the face of the founder of UCW as he hooks the leg, one, and a kick out by Xander James at a count of 1. But like I was saying, I don't know what I was saying. I think I was actually done on that topic. Anyway, so now Xander James, he's got Edge into the corner here. Now he's setting him up on the top rope, positioning up there. Xander could be looking for something big here as he's up on the top rope here. He's setting up Edge. What's this going to be? And a hip toss off the top rope. What a maneuver by Xander James. But now Edge back up onto his feet, shoves Xander away. And now he ducks behind. And he's setting up Xander, dropping him on his face there. And nice counter there by Xander James. He's back to his feet. And he went for a little bit of a clothesline there. Edge might have connected with that drop kick to the face, or maybe he just slightly missed. Both superstars were thinking high impact maneuvers. Neither superstar connected, or I can't exactly tell if Edge connected with that drop kick or not, but maybe he did, because now big DDT to Xander, and Xander's been busted open. So I have to think that drop kick maybe softened up the head of Xander James to get that cut. And that's a big short arm clothesline. Why do I do that redundancy? I don't know. My grammar is okay. I was trying to make a joke there. My grammar was bad, but I ended up making it good anyway. Grammar is good, bad. I don't know. And now, anyway, Xander James, now he's got him up for a lion tamer maneuver. He's got driving the knee right into the back of the neck of Edge. And Edge may have to tap out here, but no, Edge able to roll out of it. Nice counter by Edge. And now, here we go. Irish whip into the corner, but he pulls him back. And a nice jawbreaker counter there by Xander James. But like I was saying, Xander, not only an opportunity for some retribution on Edge after the pay-per-view, but he also, big DDT by Edge, but he has the opportunity to prevent Edge from getting a match with the UCW Heavyweight Champion Therme, and maybe trying to shift the momentum back in favor of UCW. And Therme, we actually haven't gotten his opinions on Edge's comments last week, and we have to wonder, was Slater just taking control of this situation? You have to wonder what were Xander's thoughts on giving Edge the possible opportunity. I mean, because think, if Edge beats Xander here, he gets a shot at the UCW Heavyweight Championship, and it was Slater who gave Edge this opportunity, so you have to wonder, what could Xander possibly be thinking about that? I don't think Xander would be too happy about that. And now Edge, and Edge-o-matic driving the back of his head into the mat, hooks the leg. This could be it. One, and a kick out by Xander James. That was a close one there. And now Xander, he's got Edge in the headlock, but Edge with a counter. I mean, we know. Oh, wait, no, he's got him. Execution out of nowhere. Edge out of the headlock into an execution. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, a kick out by Xander James. Almost a 2 count there. And a drop kick by Edge. But we know that that Slater and Xander in the past have not gotten along very well. They've had their issues in the past. And I don't know. If Xander gets a victory here, he's probably won't be too happy with Slater here. Yeah, there's a bit of a glitch, but it'll fix itself. Just give it a minute. Here we go. Okay, Edge is now unfrozen, but yeah, that would have kind of sucked too, but that might have also benefited the recording if that happened. I don't know. But anyway, so we know Slater set up this match. I have to wonder what exactly are Slater's goals now that he's back in UCW. As we know, he had a match with Sheamus, another losing effort, but then Jam came out and attacked Sheamus after the match. You have to wonder if Slater was possibly involved with that. And a big boot to the side of the head of Xander James. And Therme, like I was saying, we don't know. Oh my god, spear off the top rope! That's gotta be it. Edge, he just speared Xander James off the top rope. 1, 2, 3. No! Xander James kicks out at 2.5, 2 3/4. And now Xander caught the leg in a nice leg sweep there. Oh, and now Xander maybe looking to put away Edge here. Xander, he's got to be running on adrenaline here. This is pure instinct by Xander James. And he's got him up, driving Edge into the mat. And now Xander, he's not done there. Xander back to his feet. He's got a second win here. Edge is groggy getting him back to his feet. Now Xander's got Edge in the corner. Oh no, and now Xander's looking to get fired up here as the gameplay freezes. Sorry about that, folks, but it'll get back. But anyway, now as we see if this unfreeze, but anyway, there was the kick. The comeback connects by Xander James. He hooks the leg, and the gameplay is frozen again. 2, 3, I think. I don't know. But Xander James gets the win over Edge as the gameplay fucked the whole thing up. Ah! But, yeah, so Xander James prevents Edge from becoming the #1 contender for the UCW Heavyweight Championship. But you have to wonder what... I don't know if Xander's going to be too happy with Slater about this, with... My name is Brian Cole. Oh, you know, I haven't done a whole lot recently. Oh, you know, just back a few days ago, that pay-per-view, Capital Punishment, I think it was called, where I defeated, what's his name, John Morrison, or maybe even if we go back a few months earlier, I had a match with what's his name? I can't, it's on the tip of my tongue, but, apparently he runs the place, so, oh, that's right, Xander James. Do you think I've forgotten about you, Xander? Well, I haven't. My revenge on UCW, my revenge on you, Xander. In due time, everything will fall into place, everything will make sense, and I will achieve my revenge. The next step, the Overboard pay-per-view, the Overboard match, because I will be entering the Overboard match, and I will win. And I will go on to main event Final Destination against a champion of my choosing, and you damn well know who that's going to be. Therme, your little poster boy. You think that I can't be the face of UCW? What makes you so sure that I won't be able to defeat Therme? I have never gone one-on-one with Therme in a clean one-on-one match, so what makes you think that I can't defeat him? You have no way of knowing. And by the time Final Destination rolls around, I will be ready. I will be ready to take down Therme. But by that time, Therme will have no energy left to fight. He will have had everything drained from him, as well as the rest of this company, because things are about to change. Change is coming to UCW. The end is coming to UCW. And when it does, I will be standing on top of the ashes, your new UCW champion. How do I know this? Well, let's just say I've got some powerful allies on my side. Demon Douglas, you have never even seen what this man is capable of. That little match that he had with Nicolas Colt last week was trash compared to what he is capable of. He will decimate Nicolas Colt. He will decimate anybody on the UCW roster given the chance. You just give him that chance and you will regret it for the rest of your life. But it's just not Demon Douglas. There are more. There are more superstars just waiting, licking their chops to join me. There is nobody in UCW who will be able to take down the combined force of me and Demon Douglas alone. But that's not it. There's more. There is more to this faction than you ever realize. And by the time you do, it will have been too late. Hello? Are we back on? Well, it looks like we're back on here, folks, as that strange promo by Brian Cole, he somehow must have hacked the airwaves, and, I mean, nobody in the back even noticed until just now, just a few minutes ago. It took a little while to get the whole thing straightened out, but we're finally able to get back into this match, as so far, Max Bell and Eliminator 17 have been going at it. Now they're on the outside. Referee's at a 5 count here. But Brian Cole, he must have hacked into the airwaves, and we didn't even realize that we weren't on the air. I mean, we were UCW. We all thought that this match was still broadcasting, but it turned out as, oh no, Max Bell got caught. There's a powerbomb by 17, but so far, 17 has just been dominating Max Bell. And now an elbow to the leg as 17 has done a bit of damage to the leg already in this matchup, but Max Bell has also been trying to take out the leg of 17, which is what you got to do against a bigger man, a big powerhouse. 17 is just a monster. And now Max Bell, he's finally getting the upper hand here as he's got a headlock. But, I mean, you folks missed a dominating performance here from 17 so far. But Brian Cole, he somehow hacked into the programming, and he completely took us off the air, showing that weird vignette, but we're finally back as Max Bell into a cover and a kick out by 17 at a count of 1. And again, Max Bell going back to the leg, but it's a shame that we weren't able to get you this whole match, but I mean, it was just brutal what we had seen so far from 17 taking it to Max Bell. But I mean, Brian Cole, he, unbeknownst to our backstage personnel in the production booth, nobody knew that Brian Cole had hacked into it. I mean, and when they did find out, it took them a while to actually get UCW back on the air. So whatever Brian Cole used to hack the airwaves and manage to get that vignette up, he obviously has some advanced technology that our personnel back in the production booth is going to have to learn about. I'm still confused with that whole situation. But, you know, I guess that kind of helps because we've been having a little bit of technical difficulties so far here on this episode of Wednesday Night Wipeout, but we still have a great main event to come later on tonight. As we've seen Slater, he did make a statement earlier on stating that Demon Douglas will go one-on-one with Nicolas Colt, and if Demon Douglas can get the victory, then he will become the number one contender for the UCW title at Overboard, which is the next UCW pay-per-view coming up. And of course, we have that huge Overboard 30-man over-the-top rope Royal Rumble style match, as we see vintage to the Overboard pay-per-view. But now what is this? Max Bell, another like reverse dragon suplex there, and a big kick to the head of 17. That could be it. Into the cover, 1, and 17 kicks as we see 17's got a cut on his face there. But as I was saying, with the Overboard pay-per-view coming up, obviously we have that 30-man over-the-top rope Battle Royal style, not Battle Royal, but the Royal Rumble style match. And now a roll by Max Bell, 1, and a kick out by 17. But with Overboard, the winner will get a main event championship match of their choice at the Final Destination pay-per-view. And now, oh my god, 17 could be looking to put away Max Bell here. He's setting him up for the choke slam, and Max Bell with a counter. Max Bell plants 17 face first into the mat, countering the choke slam. And now Max Bell, the momentum is in his favor. And I'm going to have to change this finisher then, because this is ridiculous. This is out of control. But now anyways, you see Max Bell, a dragon suplex, and there's a second. And now he's going to spin 17 around, and again, just kicks 17's head off. And into the covers, Max Bell, 1, and another kick out by 17. I don't know how 17 is managing to stay in this match here. But 17, he's just a monster kicking out of everything. And now Max Bell to the top rope, shooting star, but 17 back up onto his feet as he was able to roll out of the way. But as I was saying, we have Overboard coming up. But with ZANDER being in that match against Edge, Slater sees the opportunity during the match to set up that main event. I mean, Slater, he's got a few things booked. He's got a few things set up, actually, as we know. Big powerbomb there. And Slater, we also saw in a confrontation with Max Bell earlier on. Into the cover, 1, and a kick out by Max Bell. But we saw Slater, he was talking with Max Bell earlier on in the show, and we saw that Slater he's canceled. He hasn't canceled it, but what am I trying to say? He has vacated the UCW Television Championship, stripped Max Bell of the title, and another kick out by 17. But he has stripped Max Bell of the UCW Television Championship, and the championship is no longer going to be active in UCW. He has disabled and now another cover there by Max Bell, and another kick out by 17. But Slater I don't know the word I'm trying to use. He has disabled the UCW Television Championship. It is no longer active in UCW. But he said that if Max Bell can defeat 17 here, then Max Bell will get him a hardcore championship. He gets a spot in the hardcore championship. Fatal 4-way match now, an impromptu match now scheduled by Slater. Slater has put the hardcore champion, Ryan Mitchell, in a fatal 4-way match. We have 3 superstars yet to be determined who will compete. Max Bell is fighting for a spot there. We have to imagine that there will be another match, possibly tomorrow on Thursday Night Takedown, or later, maybe next week at some point, but there probably will be some qualifying matches for that match. And now, anyway, there's another kick to the gut by Max Bell, and a dragon suplex takedown there. And now again, he's going to set him up for a second, and then he's going to finish it up with that roundhouse kick to the face. Max Bell into the cover, hooks the leg, 1, and another kick out by 17. 17 is just, he is a pure monster here. 17 kicking out of everything. It is going to take a lot more than that to put away Eliminator 17. And we have to know now, with Slater being back, he has worked with 17. 17 almost like his bodyguard in the past. So we have to wonder if Slater maybe has a future. What does he have planned for 17? Off of 450, 1, and a kick out. And this is, you can see why Slater has worked with 17 in the past. 17 is just a beast. And now he gets driven onto the back of his head. That has to be it. 1, and another kick out by 17. What is it going to take to put this man away? And now 17, but there's a nice counter by Max Bell. As Max Bell, he has to be in complete disbelief, as am I, What is it going to take to put away Eliminator 17? This man is just a monster. And now Max Bell off the counter, but a hip toss counter by 17. And 17, you have to think, much more offense from 17, and that could be all she wrote for Max Bell. How much longer can Max Bell hold on? How much longer can he keep the momentum? And how much longer is he going to have to? How much is it going to take to put away 17? And off a shooting star splash. There's another kick to the gut, and once again, Max Bell setting him up for the finish, and you have to think there's also the multiple dragon suplexes followed by the roundhouse kick. How many suplexes has 17 already taken? Max Bell hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and finally, this match is over. Whew, that took a lot out of Max Bell. Max Bell, he was in a fight for his life. It took so many finishers to finally put away 17, but Max Bell is your winner, and he will go on into that hardcore championship fatal 4-way match. Max Bell with a big victory here tonight. Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the UCW universe. My name is Sletter, and I'm UCW's talent executive. And Brian Cole thinks he's pretty clever with that little stunt he pulled earlier on. But I assure you that the UCW technical staff is cracking down on this problem. We will solve this issue to make sure it never happens again. And Brian Cole, when he returns, he will get what's coming to him, because next week on Wednesday Night Wipeout, he will go one-on-one with the UCW champion, Nicolas Colt. And I assure you that Brian Cole will get exactly what he deserves in that match against Nicolas. But I have some other issues that need to be addressed, some other more important issues regarding my little personal beef with Sheamus, the World Heavyweight Champion. And Sheamus, we're going to get this thing solved. Because on Friday Night SmackDown, it will be Sheamus going one-on-one with the Savior Jam. And I've already assured John Laurinaitis that once this match is over, I won't go after Sheamus anymore. We've already agreed that at the conclusion of this match, that will mark the end of my quest to take down the World Heavyweight Champion Sheamus. Because I've already got a full plate here with UCW. I've got plenty of issues I got to handle right here, as we've seen with that Brian Cole vignette earlier on tonight. But besides, I won't need to go after Sheamus anymore once Jam has gotten his hands on the Celtic Warrior. By the time that match is over, Sheamus will be a beaten, battered, broken shell of a man he once was. So sure, I was okay with that, because I know Jam can get the job done, and then I won't even need to go after Sheamus anymore. And Sheamus, he can worry about his championship match of vengeance against Wade Barrett, because he's going to have a really difficult time defending his title after the injuries he sustains at the hands of the Savior Jam. And speaking of Jam, he will make his in-ring debut tomorrow night on Thursday Night Takedown, so I'm sure you all can enjoy that. And finally, tomorrow night on Thursday Night Takedown, we will see a rematch from Monday Night Raw. The UCW Heavyweight Champion Therme and his opponent, Seth Rollins. And I assure you folks that this time I went ahead, I talked with Xander James, and Xander and we are getting along perfectly fine. We've put our past issues in the past. They're behind us. We're both grown men. We can deal with our problems, we can get over them, and now both of us are on the same page. And Xander James approved that match as well. There's been a lot of speculations in the locker room saying, based on my actions, that I've landed myself in hot water with Xander James. Well, that's not the case, and now we're on the same page, working together to make UCW the best damn company there is. But I assure you, if any more issues arise in UCW, I will be right there to handle them.
Contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from WWE, the undisputed wrestling champion, Nicolas Colt. Approaching the ring from your darkest fears, Demon Douglas.
Welcome back to our main event contest here between Demon Douglas and Nicolas Colt. And we found out that if Demon Douglas wins this one, he'll become the new #1 contender for the UCW Championship. And will go on to face Nicolas Colt at the UCW Overboard pay-per-view. Nice clothesline combination there from Demon Douglas. Demon Douglas starting out with the upper hand. Nicolas Colt, he's going to have to I don't know, after what happened last week, can Nicolas Colt even defeat Demon Douglas? And there's a big elbow to the face, the rotating elbow or whatever. But now as you see, there's a snapmare takedown and a kick to the back of Nicolas Colt. But like I was saying, we know last week Demon Douglas defeated Nicolas Colt in one hell of a match. But the question is, can Nicolas Colt, does he have what it takes to defeat Demon Douglas? Well, we're going to find out here tonight. If he defeats Demon Douglas, then he gets to live to fight another day to defend his championship against another contender, whoever that could be. But if Demon Douglas gets a win here, then Demon Douglas has 2 wins over Nicolas Colt, and then if any doubt has to be going into Nicolas Colt's mind as to whether or not he'd be able to defend his championship at Overboard, if Demon Douglas is going to walk out of the pay-per-view your new UCW champion. So you have to wonder, plenty of factors going into things, but we don't know. We don't even know if that match is going to happen yet. It's all depending on if Demon Douglas can defeat Nicolas Colt here or not. But you have to think right now, the confidence and momentum is in the corner of Demon Douglas. But as you can see, Nicolas Colt now starting to make a comeback here, getting his first shots of offense in the match. Nice uppercut there. But Demon Douglas back onto his feet, and there's a nice famouser driving Nicolas Colt's face into the mat. And now, as you see, rubbing his face, and there's an elbow to the spine of Nicolas Colt. And now Demon Douglas going to the top rope. You don't see this too often. And now tried to attack Nicolas Colt, but he got out of the way at first. But then there was a nice off-the-top rope clothesline there. And now it looked like he might have been setting him up for something, but Nicolas Colt with a nice counter. And he chop blocks the leg. And that's definitely what Nicolas Colt wants to do here. As we've seen Demon Douglas, he can sport face crusher into the mat. But we've seen that Demon Douglas, oh, now he goes into the cover. This could be it. 1 count and a kick out by Nicolas Colt. But as we've seen from Demon Douglas, he can use a power offense and a speed offense. So, I mean, he's just an all-around superstar from what we've seen so far. And by Nicolas Colt going after the leg, that could not only shut down the power, but the speed as well. And there's a slap to the face there. Very powerful maneuver. Very powerful slap, I meant to say. And now is the springboard cross body, or like a body press. Kind of like a crossbody. But now Nicolas Colt does a kick to the gut. And now the Irish whip sending him off the ropes. Big kick to the face. And a second. And Demon Douglas is back out. I messed that up. Neck breaker there by Nicolas Colt. But he was back on his heels. What I was trying to say. Hooks the leg. 1. And a kick out by Demon Douglas at a count of 1. And now as Demon Douglas reaches his feet, Nicolas Colt is there waiting for him. And there's the amateur wrestling slam takedown. And now he hooks the leg. 1. And another kick out by Demon Douglas there. And now, as we can see here, we went for the kick to the gut, and there he went for a rolling savate, but it was blocked. Or save it. It was that rolling kick. But now he caught the kick of Demon Douglas, who went for a drop kick, but it was blocked. He got swatted out of the way by Nicolas Colt. Kick to the gut by Demon Douglas, but an Irish whip counter by Nicolas Colt sends Demon Douglas over the top rope. And now he's going to bring him back inside the ring. And now he's cracking his neck here. Wait a minute, that's the wake up. That's the taunt of Demon Douglas. You can't tell me Nicolas Colt trying to play some mind games here, trying to get any way to make it up or to get the upper hand in this one, playing some mind games with Demon Douglas. He caught the kick, spins him around, and now what is this? There's a kick to the leg, and now he's setting him up for that inverted Frankensteiner. He just stole the finisher of Demon Douglas, and Nicolas Colt, that could be it. What a huge win this would be for Nicolas Colt. Hooks the leg. 1. And a kick out by Demon Douglas at a count of 1. And this Demon Douglas is just a beast. Kicking out of his own finisher at 1. And now he's dropping the elbows, looking to pick up the pace here. And a third elbow by Demon Douglas. As we saw, he did a little bit of showboating there. But now Nicolas Colt back to his feet, sweeping out the leg. And now he hooks the leg. 1. Not even a 1 count as Demon Douglas quickly kicks out of that one. It's going to take more than that to put away this freakish, I don't even know if we can call this guy a human. And they're driving the back of his head into the mat. And now Nicolas Colt just kicking him in the face. What disrespect by Nicolas Colt. Clearly showing that Demon Douglas has not earned his respect yet. Now a camel clutch is locked in. Is Demon Douglas going to be forced to tap out? And Demon Douglas Look at the powers. He just powers Nicolas Colt up there like he was giving him a piggyback ride and then just dropped him onto the mat. And now a double leg drop. And I'm sure Nicolas Colt's going to be hurting after that one. Elbow to the leg. As now Demon Douglas looking to maybe work the leg here. But now there's a knee to the gut. Nice counter by Nicolas Colt. And now he's setting up Demon Douglas here for a big suplex power slam. What a move by Nicolas Colt. And now Demon Douglas back up on his feet. And there he drives him face first into the mat with a jumping complete shot. And now into the cover. But Nicolas Colt's foot was under the ropes. And that forces a rope break. As we see, Demon Douglas goes for a kick to the gut. But now Nicolas Colt looking to crack the ankle there or something. Just trying to... I don't know. I thought he might have been doing an ankle lock. But he just twisted the ankle there. That could definitely shut down the momentum. That could very well hinder Demon Douglas in the future. And off the thumb to the eye here. Went from behind, but Nicolas Colt countering with the elbows to the face. And now what is this? There's a nice kick. And now Nicolas Colt, stunner! The stunner connects in Demon Douglas. That could be it. Nicolas Colt flipping the double bird there. And now dragging him away from the ropes. Hooks the leg. One. And another kick out by Demon Douglas at a count of one. And now a clothesline as Demon Douglas once again looks to pick up the pace. Looking to shift the momentum in his favor as he went for the enziguri. But it was countered by Nicolas Colt as he managed to get out of the corner to avoid it. And off the roundhouse kick by Demon Douglas. There's a nice Irish whip counter by Nicolas Colt. Off the ropes, he's got him. And he drives him the back of his head on the mat. One. And another kick out by Demon Douglas at a count of one. And now a drop toe hold. Driving Demon Douglas face first into the mat. And another cover. 1, 2. And a kick out by Demon Douglas. As finally we're getting to some 2 counts here. As now Demon Douglas is starting to get worn out here. And now the Irish whip sends him into the corner. He bounces out. And now off the ropes. Face crusher once again by Demon Douglas. And now Demon Douglas, I think that might have just been the taunt of Nicolas Colt here. And a big left hand knockout punch. That's the finisher of Nicolas Colt. Cover. 1, 2, and 3. Demon Douglas defeats Nicolas Colt with his own finisher. And we saw Nicolas Colt try to play some mind games earlier with Demon Douglas. But in the end, Demon Douglas with the upper hand. Playing some additional mind games with Nicolas Colt. And that is 2 wins in a row for Demon Douglas over Nicolas Colt. And he is now your new #1 contender for the UCW Championship at Overboard. Nicolas Colt, he's in trouble. He's now lost twice. Thanks for watching. Keep on YouTubing.